Alright, we're working on the grill shell. The rubber grommets here that had the nuts in them were rotted out. So what I did is I put what they call a rivnut, or a blind nut. They look like this. They're threaded. Okay, you stick them in a predetermined hole, like that. Okay, and then you have a tool like a rivet gun that basically fixes these things. What I end up doing, because I don't have an adapter for a 3/8 by 16, I use a 3/8 nut or bolt with a nut and a washer on it. You hang on to this, crank this down, and what it does is it smashes your rivet so that you have this when you're done. Okay? And then all you do on this is just bore the hole out a little bigger. Okay? This is what it used to be. This is what it is now. The reason I went with them so big is because these holes were already drilled. Because it was like a popped in rubber grommet like those right there, and they're all rot. And I'm just bolting it hard, I guess you would say. This is what I was basically waiting for to get my core support in. There's two rubber grommets right there. And then it has a body mount. It goes right there. But that's how that works. I mean, it's pretty easy. You just, like I said, hang on to that, crank that down, and when it gets tight, you just pull it out, and you're good to go. I would have liked to have used like a 1/4 20, but this hole was already bored too big. So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to just use the 3/8 by 16s, and then just use some stainless steel nuts, and then we'll go from there. That's the end result with those. It's pretty simple. They're no different than a pop rivet, except these you can put a nut in them instead of the pop rivet just holding two pieces together, or putting a bolt in them. They're actually all over the vehicle. They're kind of like these speedy nuts. These are called speedy nuts or blind nuts. You know, a lot of manufacturers use them from the factory. You know, there's one there, there's one there, there in the back. I mean, it's just there's one there that's been spot welded in, only because they probably needed the steel reinforcement. That's for the rods that go to the top. They go to the top of the core support to the firewall. Those steel rods there. Anyways, we're moving on. All right, we went ahead and put rivnuts 1/4 20s in the radiator for the shroud, because you know, them get stripped out. They're just threaded into metal like a big sheet metal screw, and then of course the fan shroud rattles up against the fan. So I'm going to show you how we you know, the first thing you do is drill your hole out to the size you need for your rivnut. Okay, that's actually a hair too big, but that's what I have on my step drill, but it still works. I'll show you. Then you get the proper attachment. You screw the rivnut on here. Stick it in the hole. And just squeeze the handle. This is not going to rattle and go anywhere into the fan. You can see where it was busted loose and whacking the fan before. It's on there good now. It's not going anywhere. Put the coolant tank on and we're ready to stick that thing in. Alright, got the fenders on, bolted up, core support, radiator, AC condenser. I Got the hood flipped over and undercoated. That is just some cheap textured bed liner by the gallon I bought to do that fire truck, and I had about a quart left, and I rolled it on there. I got all my hinges painted. This will be dry tomorrow. I'll be able to bolt the hood up. I actually got the cowl sitting up there. It's not bolted on, but everything bolted up relatively easily. But what I'm going to do is go to town tomorrow. I need 4 stainless steel bolts this thread. I need this one for each side of the fender and this one that goes here, so that they don't look green and tacky looking. So I'll get those tomorrow and get the hood on and move along. Alright, got the windshield on, all the bolts in it. I got one coat of this body armor bed liner stuff in there. I don't care for it. It comes with a roller, but the roller's hard. And it would be nice if there was even surfaces, but you can see there's no even surfaces. I mean, it would work good on that, but anything else it wouldn't work on. So I'm just having to brush it on, let it dry. I got my fan, trying to speed it up a little bit, and I'll put a good heavy second coat on it. And tomorrow morning I'll throw a roll cage in it and go from there.